They just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time to get some out. Hey, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Don't adjust your sets. Yes, it really is 5:12 in the morning Pacific Standard Time on Christmas Eve, and yes, we are live as live can get. Don't pinch yourself. You're not dreaming. Yes, you are seeing us at the wee hours of the morning. Yes, this is not a dream. This is reality. But
Not a drill.
good morning, and first off, from the Mizzle Dub Show to all of you, Merry Christmas from the Mizzle Dub Show, and Merry Christmas Eve, and hopefully you are with your loved ones. And I know my other side, my Latino side, they're opening gifts right now because they
Oh yeah.
they
Oh,
start they start a day early. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so to my
Let's get her done.
so to my Latinos that are opening their gifts, Feliz Navidad, and of course
Yes.
in Hawaii, Mele Kalikimaka. And however you spend this joyous season, do it with love, have fun, but more importantly, be safe.
Be safe. Absolutely.
Welcome as now this is funny now. Normally, Mizzle's normally sleeping, and I'm just now getting home from work, and of course he greets me with a funny ass photo. I'm like, put down your phone, and he's like, but I just picked it up. I'm like, well, put it back down. So he was like, you know what? We should do a show. I said, let me make a run to Winco, and if you're still down, let me know. He was like, okay, getting up, say less. So as he's getting the studio ready, I pull into the driveway, and well, here we are. Certainly,
Yes.
this time of the year,
Whoa.
whoa. Well, to the 14 that decided to wake up with us, good morning. And good morning, Nick SRT-S6M. That's an interesting screen
Yeah.
name. Good morning.
I wonder if his car is an SRT.
That's a good question. That's a
Mhm.
that's a very good question. But welcome. Great time of the year to be watching sports because there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the sports world right now.
I didn't have enough TVs.
Not enough TVs, not enough, just not enough. There never is enough. But
No.
however, let's jump into Monday Night, which this is the portion where Mizzle's about to take a nap because I'm about to talk about my team for a few minutes. They actually played a fantastic game offensively Monday night as they put up 41, and needless to say, Brock Purdy was really locked in as he joins
Very
two
efficient.
he joins two Hall of Famers that has thrown for 5 touchdowns in franchise history. Of course, he joins Steve Young and Joe Montana as he threw 5 of his own. Although unfortunately, it cost him his tight end to get as George Kittle has a low-high ankle sprain, whatever that means. But that took place on another hip drop tackle, the same thing that got Ricky Pearsall hurt that missed this past Monday night game. But other than that, the Niners, I mean, really, what more could you ask for offensively as they put up almost 50 and get the win 48-27. But also on that side point, Old Man Rivers played a fantastic game. I mean, what more?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, what more could you ask him to do? I
Right.
mean, when you're in a shootout, it's kind of hard to maintain. And it's unfortunate for the Colts because I mean, they started the season so well, started off 7-1,
Yeah.
and then it just seems like the injury to Danny Jones just seemingly has derailed their season. I mean, there's still something to play for. I mean, they still have an outside chance to get in the playoffs, but they're going to need some help. And with the way
Yeah.
the Jaguars and the Texans are surging,
Mm-hmm.
and keep this in mind, folks, the AFC South has not been decided. Currently, the Jaguars hold a one-game lead over Houston, but that has not been decided yet. And I know the
Are they
Colts.
done playing each other?
I believe so. I know the Texans have one more game against the Colts. The Jaguars, which, like I said,
In the
the
season against the Colts.
the win they had in Denver is just one of the most impressive wins this season because it. I mean, you know this all the years. Being a Raider fan, it is hard to win in the Mile High City.
Oh yeah,
It's
especially this time of the year.
yeah, it's one of
It's
the
very difficult.
it's one of the toughest places to win. And I mean, Sunshine and the Jags just went in there and just straight up punched them in the doggone mouth.
Well, I
Um,
think I was the only one to pick them to win that game.
you did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So this week the Colts do play the Jaguars in Indy, but the
Same
Tex
results.
but the Texans have a tough one on Saturday as they as they come to Inglewood to play the Chargers.
Ooh.
So this could be a playoff
Ooh.
preview. And remember, these two
Yeah.
teams met in the playoffs last year, and the Texans throttled the Chargers. So the
Mm-hmm.
Chargers looking to try and get some revenge on
Well, that's going to be pretty
Houston.
good. That offense versus that defense. That's
Oh
going to
yes,
be
oh
fantastic to
yes.
see how the chess match goes with that one.
That's an
Yeah.
ultimate chess match. So we have 3 games. Well, okay. If you love NBA and NFL, Christmas Day is the day for you because okay, so on the NFL side, we have 3 games. Now, keep this in mind, folks. You have to have streaming services for these games. Now,
That's horrible.
now I'll say this. Now, if you live in the market, I'm sure they'll put the game on some ABC, NBC, Fox Channel because I know out here in Vegas, if the Raiders are playing on Prime or Netflix, they'll put the game on a local channel out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, if the Niners were playing on one of those channels, they would put it on, KTVU or KPIX or NBC Bear. So I'm pretty sure the local markets will put it on a local channel out there. But if you're not in the market, 2 games will be on Netflix, 1 game will be on Prime Video. So kicking it off, one of the all-time great rivalries in the NFL, the Cowboys and the Commanders will start off. That's the first game on Netflix. Kickoff is at 10 a.m. Then the 1:30 p.m. will be in NFC North. Now, I do like the fact that these are all divisional matchups. That's the good thing.
That's yes.
So the 1:30 game on Netflix is the Lions and the Vikings in Minnesota, where
Blowout.
where that coon Jigaboo Snoop Dogg will be the halftime show in Minnesota. Maybe they might overplay him with Prince. I don't know. And then the nightcap, which might turn into an ugly blowout. It will be the Broncos playing the soon-to-be Kansas Chiefs. So, yes, folks. If you haven't heard, the Chiefs are leaving Kansas City, Missouri, and they'll be playing their games starting in 2031 in Kansas. So, the Arrowhead logo that has the KC in 2031 better have a K. So,
No. You know there's still going to be Kansas City, just like your organization is still the SF, San Francisco 49ers, playing in Santa Clara. Come on now. You know how the league gets down.
well, they're stupid because there's going to be nothing Kansas City about them when they cross the border and go into the state of Kansas. So, until I found out what city they're in, I'm gonna call them the Kansas Chiefs. And once I figure out what city they're in, I'm gonna call them that city's name Chiefs.
Absolutely. So before we move on, I'm sitting here watching. I got Get Up in the background, and the window for the Colts to get to the playoffs is 2%.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think I'm looking at the Lions at a 5% is what they're saying. So, and the Ravens have a 7% chance to make the playoffs.
Well, most of the NFC playoff spots have been filled, and then
Yes.
with the Colts losing on Monday night, that pretty much put the Chargers,
Mm-hmm.
Jags, Texans all
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Correct. You might be correct on that one.
okay, so the only team that has not clinched at the moment is the Steelers and the Texans, and that's only because their divisions have not been decided yet. Now,
Ah.
so um, and like I said, we all know that the Ravens and the Steelers are playing each other last week of the
Mm-hmm.
season in Pittsburgh,
Mm-hmm.
which that could be
Mm-hmm.
for the
Something.
division title.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville will close out the season at home against the Titans, and as we know, the Texans will close out the season at home against or on the road in Indy against or no, they're at home against the Colts. Okay, so they'll be at home against. So both teams buying for the NFC South will be at home. So, but as it goes for this week in the NFL, and as far as matchups this week, Saturday there's two games. So the Chargers and Texans strictly on NFL Network. Ravens and Packers at 5 p.m. strictly on Peacock. That's on Saturday. So obviously, if the Packers, who are favored by 3 at home, and I'm pretty sure the Tundra will be frozen at Lambeau Field.
Oh, you betcha.
If the Packers beat the Ravens, that possibly could mean that the Steelers can clinch the division on Sunday in Cleveland against the Browns. But of course, it's a rivalry game. Anything can happen.
Yes. Yes.
So stranger things have happened
Just like
before.
like you say, any given Sunday,
Yeah.
whatever day they're playing on.
Yeah. Like I said, we got games from Christmas Day to Monday. So the NFL
I'm in heaven.
is spreading it out. All right. So Patriots and Jets, who cares? Saints and the Titans, who cares? We just talked about the Jaguars and the Colts. Big game in Florida bagging rights as the Buccaneers trying to keep their division hopes alive. Go to Miami to play the Dolphins. Obviously, Tampa needs a win to keep their division hopes alive, and hoping that the Seahawks can take care of business because Seattle is going to Charlotte to play the Panthers.
And don't think you're just gonna walk into that
No,
stadium and think
that's
you're gonna
not
just
no.
hand
No,
a W
that's
L to the Panthers.
no,
They're
that's
playing some fantastic
yeah.
football of late.
That's not going to be an easy win by no means for the Seahawks
Yeah.
against Carolina, for sure. And plus, you're going to see two outstanding receivers in Tedero McMillan and Jackson Smith and Jigba. So, I mean, those two certainly can light it up. Let's all say a prayer for the Cardinals' defense, because the game that Joe Burrow had on Sunday against the Dolphins, who knows what he's going to throw for against the Cardinals in Cincinnati. Perhaps the game for the number 1 pick in the NFL draft takes place here in Vegas with the Raiders taking on the Giants, both teams at 2-13. And go figure, they have your Raiders a 1.5 point favorite. Go figure. Now this one, real intriguing, possibly could be a Super Bowl preview, but we have the Eagles traveling to cold-ass Orchard Park, New York, to take on the Bills.
That might be fun to watch.
Yeah, right now the Bills are a 1.5 point favorite in this contest. That will be the 125 game on Fox. So I'm sure that'll be the national afternoon game of the week across the NFL. What a big one there. Of course, we talked about how big the game is between the Niners and the Bears on Sunday night. And then to close out Monday Night Football, we have the former division rivals, but the Rams in Atlanta taking on the Falcons. Currently, as it stands, the Rams are a 7.5 point favorite inside the bird's nest. So, as we look at the standings right now as we speak, on this Christmas Eve, right now in the AFC, the Broncos still the number one seed, despite the fact that the Patriots and Broncos have identical records. But again, Denver holds the tiebreaker over the Patriots based on
Mm-hmm.
best winning percentage in common games. So
Yes.
if they finish tied, Denver will have the tiebreaker and it will be home field advantage in the altitude for the Broncos throughout the playoffs.
That's a good thing for them, for sure.
Yes. Currently, the third seed right now is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of course, that can change because right now the Texans only a game behind the Jaguars in the AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, right now, Pittsburgh up, in a sense, a game and a half. You can call it 2 games over the Ravens in the AFC North.
Good morning.
Good morning. Um, just talking about some the football perspectives of going here into week number 17.
Yes, indeed.
And just talking
Man, it
about
seems like this year's went by so fast for football. It always does.
it always does, indeed. But as it stands right now, the Chargers holding on to the 5th seed still have an outside shot at the division. They're still just 1 game back, and they do play the Broncos one more time, but this time it will be in Denver, not in Inglewood. Actually, okay, so Broncos play the Chiefs, as we know, on Christmas Day in Kansas City. The Broncos and Chargers finished the season against each other in Denver. Now, pending on if the Chargers beat the Texans, which is not going to be an easy task because, as we know, the Texans are surging.
Yes.
But just keep this in mind with the Chargers. As I'm looking here, the Chargers have a perfect 5-0 record in the division.
Oh.
Denver's division record is 3-1. So that's just something to keep in mind when these two teams come together last week in the season. So now switching to the NFC. And of course, right now, the 6th seed is held by the Bills. Still have an outside shot at the AFC East because the Patriots are only up by a game. And the Patriots, their last 2 games, you would think are winnable games considering that they're playing the Jets and they're playing the Dolphins. Although this time they're playing the Dolphins
take care of the Jets.
Although they're playing the Dolphins in Foxborough, not Miami, because normally, historically, I don't know why, but the Patriots always seem to struggle with Miami in Miami. But
yes, it's true.
That's here or there. The Bills, on the other hand, as we talked about, they have the Eagles. Then they finish the season at home against the Jets. So there's that. So again, a lot of these division leaders only up by a game, with the exception of the Steelers. They're up by 2. But the Steelers could possibly clinch Sunday if the Packers beat the Ravens and the Steelers beat the Browns. We'll keep that in mind. And currently the last seed is currently held by the Texans. Now here's the here's the irony of this. So here's the conference records. Denver 7-3 in the conference. New England 7-3 in the conference. The Jaguars 8-2 in conference play. The Steelers 7-3. Chargers 8-2 in conference play. Bills 8-3 in conference play. Houston 8-2 in conference play. So
wow.
wow is right. All right, now switching over to the NFC. Currently, right now, Seahawks are the 1 seed. They clinched the playoff spot. The Bears in the 2 seed. They've clinched the playoff spot. Eagles have clinched the division, so the Eagles more than likely cannot be 3. No higher than a 2 or a 3.
Yeah.
The Panthers. All right. Learning our ABCs. Very good. All right. Carolina currently holding on to the 4 seed by way of their Their 1 game lead over the Buccaneers in the NFC North. Currently, the 49ers at the 5th seed, but they have clinched a playoff spot, and the Niners still have a chance with all this crap to be the number 1 seed, to possibly be the number 1 seed in the NFC, which would really make my co-host sick if that was to happen.
Oh Lord.
Currently, the Rams are the 6th seed, and holding on to the last spot will be the Packers. So, in a sense, most of the NFC teams possibly will have 10 or 9 wins.
Wow.
If the Packers win Saturday against the Ravens, that'll give them 10 wins. If the Panthers win all out, they'll get 10 wins. If the Buccaneers win all, they'll give them 9. So, like I said, there's still a lot to play for, with the Buccaneers deciding the NFC South. The Lions still have an outside chance, but as Mizzle just said, they have what, a 7% chance to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
7%.
yeah. So basically, the Lions need to win out and get
Mm-hmm.
some help. Mainly the Packers losing would help them. And good morning to you, deep in the heart of Tejas.
Good morning, Miss Jody.
As we were just talking about your Packers in a big game against the Ravens coming up on Saturday, and happy holidays to
Happy
you as
holidays
well.
to you as well. Yes, indeed.
Well, like I said, the Packers having that tie is going to be a tiebreaker for a lot of things. So
That'll get them in. That has the edge right there.
yeah, the tie does play help for Miss Jody's beloved Packers of Green Bay.
Well, unfortunately, it didn't work for the Cowboys as you thought it would.
Nope, because they crapped the bed against the Lions. Well, that's just because the Lions just ran around. Well, Mr. Gibbs ran up and through.
It's the last time I picked CeeDee Lamb to get yardage.
Okay, now Miss Jody, why do you think you don't deserve it? Why do you think you don't deserve a playoff spot?
And is the health of Jordan Love, is he going to pass the concussion protocol as well too?
That's going to be a big factor because, I mean, if not, the onus will be on Malik Willis to get the start against Lamar Jackson.
He's not shabby.
No, he
almost won that game last
week. He played well enough to beat the Bears, but the Bears just found a way to get it done.
Absolutely.
But I mean, stranger things have happened. DK Metcalf, hope you enjoy not having $555.
And there's more. That suspension voided $45 million in guaranteed money.
Jackass. Miss Jody, you stop that right now. We are not having a Favre watch. No. No.
Look here, just because Phillip Rivers came out of retirement does not mean that Brett Favre can. Brett Favre has put on some weight too.
Well, not just that. Brett Favre is battling Parkinson's.
Oh yeah, he ain't coming back.
But yes, as told earlier, we just talked about the soon-to-be Kansas Chiefs as now this is wild to think that the state of Missouri has lost a lot of pro sports teams.
It's true.
Like that's wild. They lost the Cardinals. They've lost the St. Louis Browns. They lost the Hawks. They've lost the A's. If he comes out of retirement, he's only going to play for Mike Tomlin in that black and gold.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know who they brought in.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, same here.
But however, it's just one of those things to where, quarterback development has not gotten very good.
Well, nobody wants to. Well, certain teams have drafted a young quarterback, but some of these teams just want a veteran leader. Look what the Giants tried to do. They brought in Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson, and then ended up having to start the rookie. So,
Yes, I did hear about Renor transferring. I forgot where he's transferring to, but yes, I did hear that he is in the transfer portal leaving Nebraska. Yes, I did hear about that.
mm,
Which would suck because that would be one of the reasons why I would want to go to the Las Vegas Bowl since Nebraska is playing Utah out here in the Las Vegas Bowl on New Year's
oh,
Eve, but you know
he's not
that.
playing because he's in the transfer portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate to say this, but the Bears and Niner game, that just gives you that old school 90s feelings on when they played on like late Monday night or Sunday
Oh
night
yeah,
football.
it reminds you of
That's gonna be great.
it reminds you of Ditka and Walsh being on the sideline
Yes,
and Walter Payton and Roger Craig and McMahon and Montana and Ronnie Lott and Mike Singletary and Richard Did
yes.
and those guys. Absolutely.
Man, they should wear the old school jerseys for that game.
Unfortunately, I think they can only wear it twice a year, and they've already worn it twice. They did it against
Oh, no,
they were
it never stopped. He
they
traveled.
they were Miss Jody. The Bears and Niners were rivals in the '80s.
Yes.
Nothing will ever nothing will ever take away the oldest rivalry in football, which is the
Yes.
Packers and the Bears.
Oh yes. 100%.
Nothing will ever take away from that. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, nobody was expecting the Bears to be 11-4, and I mean
Not
this is
at all.
this is a big game on both sides because again, the Bears
Mm-hmm.
they still have a shot to surprisingly be the number one seed. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
my team, with all the crap they've been through, still have a chance at the number one seed. Well, that was an issue with the heaters not working on the sideline, but I mean, would you expect less in a rivalry like this? I mean, how many times?
Come on, man. Ain't nobody gonna give you no advantage.
I mean, how many times did the Celtics purposely make sure the Lakers locker room was hot during the NBA
I
Finals?
had that heater going on up in that piece,
So,
trying to sweat them out.
oh yeah, so I mean, it all's fair in the rivalry. I mean, that's just
Mm-hmm.
that's just
Hey,
how
I
it
just say
is.
this: when you know it's cold out there, you better bring extra equipment or something.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Why
again,
do you think every time the Raiders went to Miami in the summer, they made the Raiders wear their black jerseys instead of their whites?
but of
Advantage.
course, as we know, and Matt Millen has said this many times, Raider rule number one: cheating is
Mm-hmm.
encouraged. Rule
Mm-hmm.
number two: see rule
Go back
number
to rule number
one.
one. Yes. Yes.
Hey,
Absolutely.
like Eddie Guerrero said, lie, cheat, and steal. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Latino Heat.
Yeah, love watching that man perform. Okay, so how is this prediction for your Packers related to my football team? Please explain this,
Oh
Jody.
God, please don't give me an AFC NFC championship game.
Well,
Hmm.
there were some predictions put out there, or wannabe uh, ballots out there. Um,
Ad policy. The Carmen policy?
I know a Carmen policy who
Yeah, I
was the
know Carmen. I
who
don't know
was
Ed policy.
who was the president GM. I know Eddie DeBartolo Jr. bought the team from his dad, Eddie Sr.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I do know. Um, and I do know Al Davis helped Eddie Sr. get the Niners,
Yeah, yes,
which
he did.
which is another history lesson for you football buffs out there. Um, but there were also some college bowl games that took place today. Unfortunately, UNLV came up 7 points short in the Frisco Bowl
They had a
as
chance to.
as the Bobcats get the win by a final score of 17-10. But for UNLV, nothing to be ashamed of. Another 10-win season, back-to-back 10-win seasons, um, and also just looking to continue to build off of their success. And I don't think that can continue and go forward. Earlier today, or yesterday, I should say, As we're scrolling some more.
Now is now the president of the Packers. Who's the president of the Packers? Is it Murphy?
No, it's somebody different now. So on Monday, which I totally forgot, in the Potatoes Bowl, the Idaho Potatoes Bowl, Washington State beat Utah State
The Spuds.
34-21 as Washington State finishes with a 7-6 season. Utah State finishes the year 6-7. Louisville and Toledo in the Boca Raton Bowl. Louisville holds off Toledo 27-22.
That was a good game too.
In the New Orleans Bowl, it was Western Kentucky beating Southern Miss 27-16. As mentioned today, we got the Golden Bears taking on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors in the Hawaii Bowl as Cal looks to get their 8th win of the season. Hawaii looking to get their 9th win of the season. Of course, that is at 5 p.m. on the Worldwide Leader. And then, of course, coming up on Friday, the 26th, in the Game Above Sports Bowl, we got Uncle Wilbon's alma mater, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on
Oh yes.
the Chippewas of Central
Oh,
Michigan.
that should be good.
That is bright and early, 10 a.m. on Friday. Then at 1:30, we got the Rate Bowl between New Mexico and Minnesota. The First Responders Bowl between FIU and Texas San Antonio. And then Saturday in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, it is Miami of Ohio taking on Fresno State. That game is on the CW network. And then in the Gold Bowling Military Bowl, we got the Pitt Panthers taking on the East Carolina Pirates. At Yankee Stadium, it is the Pinstripes Bowl on Saturday at 9 a.m. between Penn State and Clemson. UConn and Army in the Fenway Wasabi Bowl, that will be played at Old Fenway Park. The Pop Tarts Bowl, a good matchup.
Yes.
Two ranked teams between number 22 Georgia Tech and number 12 BYU. That should be a dandy. In the New Mexico Bowl, the Mean Green of North Texas looking to finish the year 12-2, taking on the
Wow.
yeah, right.
Okay.
And they're ranked number 25th, taking on the San Diego State Aztecs at 9-3.
Yeah, that should be good.
In the Gator Bowl, Virginia ranked number 19, taking on Missouri. In the Texas Bowl, it is the Tigers of LSU taking on Miss Jody's beloved Houston Cougars, who are ranked number 21st. Houston is a 2.5-point favorite in the Kinder's Texas Bowl in Houston.
Oh,
Miss Jody,
Kinders.
are you? Yes, Penn State. Penn State was bowl eligible. They went 6-6. You just need 6 wins to be bowl eligible in college football. Miss Jody, will you be attending the Texas Bowl to watch your beloved Cougars take on LSU? Then on Monday, the 29th, we have the J Lab Birmingham Bowl between Georgia Southern and Appalachian State. Then in Tuesday, we have the Independence Bowl between Coastal and Louisiana Tech. Then we got the Music City Bowl between Tennessee and Illinois.
Oh yes.
And then to close out Tuesday, it'll be the Horned Frogs of TCU taking on USC. Go Horned Frogs. Then we got some more stuff on. Oh, you might have sideline. Oh well, go ahead.
You
On
let us know if you are, so we can watch the game and try to catch you.
yeah. On New Year's Eve, we have the Real Quest Bowl between number 23 Iowa and number 14 Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt looking to get their 11th win of the season. In the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl in El Paso, it is the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the damn Dukies. Go ASU. And you heard our beloved brother, which, by the way, bad guy, again, happy freaking birthday. And also to Mrs. Ruff, happy freaking birthday. As they both share the same birthdays on the 22nd of December. Hey, God still answers prayer. Just remember that. All right.
Absolutely.
The Cheez-Its Citrus Bowl. It's still the Florida Citrus Bowl to me. But anyhow, it will be number 18 Michigan taking on number 13 Bevo himself, Tejas. at bright noon on
Let's
ABC.
see how Michigan comes to play this game after what's going on with their university.
Boy, that scandal. Good grief.
Yikes.
As mentioned,
Yeah.
the Las Vegas Bowl, number 15, Utah taking on Nebraska. Utah trying to send out Kyle Whittingham a winner and get the 11th win of the season. Right now, Utah is a 15.5-point favorite against Nebraska in the Las Vegas Bowl. And of course, the matchup that Miami fans have been waiting 23 years for, a chance for revenge in the Cotton Bowl in Arlington against the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Right now, Ohio State is opening. Boy, I know the cause, but I know the inside be like, damn it. It was like,
it burns. Trust me, it burns.
I know. Like I said,
it burns.
I understand the cause.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the Seminole in you was like, F this college. But I love my brother, so I get it.
Absolutely. And it will be something if they win this year.
Well, you know what? This would be their quote unquote national title game, 23 years in the making. So
yes.
And then of course New Year's Day. It will not be an easy one for my Bulldogs as they see Ole Miss again. And the first time they played, Georgia barely got by, so I'm not expecting anything
Lane
less.
Kiffin is now on the sideline, so you should be okay.
True, but can who? Well,
I think she's saying Miami.
It won't be in the cold. They're playing in a dome. They're playing at Jerry's World in Arlington, Texas. So they don't have to worry about cold. The roof will not be open in Arlington, Texas.
God, I need the coffee.
Oh, he's smelling coffee.
Now
this one.
Coffee.
Now this one could be a track meet, folks, and you might need to get the scoreboard ready in Miami at the Orange Bowl because Texas Tech and Oregon, they never met a scoreboard they did not like. So you better get the LEDs ready, Miami, because there could be some scoring in this game. And of course, there is no, and I will die on this hill, in my opinion, there is no better setting for college football than in the views of the San Gabriel Mountains in Pasadena, California, at the Rose Bowl. Whoa, Nelly, as number 9, the Alabama Crimson Tide, take on the number 1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Go Indiana.
Yes, the national championship will be in Miami. Yes.
Go figure.
But indeed, go Hoosiers. Yes. I can't stand the doggone elephants. And then Friday the 2nd, the Armed Forces Bowl between Texas State and Rice. Liberty Bowl. Well, you gotta get in the Keith Jackson when you're talking about the Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
Yes, absolutely.
And you get behind those hog mollies and you go up the middle and touchdown. Okay, enough Keith Jackson or the Gears when they're going. But Liberty Bowl, Navy looking for win number 11. They take on Cincinnati. One of my all-time favorite bowls, the Holiday Bowl, and it's a very good matchup. Arizona ranked number 17, taking on SMU. That'll be a good one. We are not going to say the name. We're just going to say it's going to be Wake Forest against Mississippi State. Mizzle knows what I'm talking about. That's why I'm not saying any names. And it's a good thing he's asleep right now. Then Monday on the 5th of January for the Division II FCS.
Oh, it's that bowl game.
Yes.
Oh, and thank God. Yeah, we don't need that.
Miss Jody, Mizzle needs coffee to do his old school voice. He needs coffee in his system first.
You don't get no old school voices out of me. And well, I just keep it copacetic.
Yes, but Monday at 4:30 p.m., January the 5th, we have the FCS, the Division II National Championship game between Illinois State and Montana State. Montana State coming in at 13-2, Illinois State coming in at 12-4.
Oh, you can't ask for a better game in that
No.
conference.
Um, let's just say, good job, Phoenix Suns. Very good job.
Ooh, yeah, buddy. I saw that score and I was like, whoa.
So, as mentioned with the Bulls and the Hawks, last time they
No defense.
last time they gave us 152 to 150. Today, they gave us 126 to 123. So again, not 302 points, but they give us 249 points combined. So if you had the over, you definitely cashed out.
Yes,
Hornets
indeed.
Hornets beat the Wizards 126 to 109. The Nets with the shocker beating your Sixers 114 to 106. Um, Cavaliers put up 141 on the Pelicans to 118. Bucks beat the Pacers 111 to 94. Raptors beat the Heat 112 to 91. And there was no defense played at all in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavs beat the Nuggets 131 to 130. Cooper Flag scores
33?
33. And Anthony Davis had 31 and didn't tear himself. Good for you, Mr. Good for you, Mr.
Yeah,
Davis.
yeah, give it time.
You're not. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Give it time.
You're not wrong. And the Joker woke up too early because he was 3 rebounds shy of a triple double, but still had 29, 14 assists, and 7 boards. But at the end of the day, the Mavericks get the win, and Klay Thompson did not play. All right,
Hmm.
interesting. Interesting. Nuggets go to 21-8 on the year. Mavericks 12-19. Timberwolves beat the Knickerbockers 115 to 104. AE scores 38, and the Timberwolves finally beat Cat for the first time since he has left the Timberwolves. Even though Cat had 40 of them buckets,
Ooh.
certainly did his part
Mm-hmm.
to help the Knicks win. But at the end, 25 from Randall, 38 from Edwards, 11 from Gobert, 11 from DiVincenzo, and the Timberwolves go to 20-10. The Knicks go to 29 on the year. As we just talked about, the Spurs put a clamping on the Thunder. Only the fourth loss for the Thunder, but the Spurs, second time in 10 days, get the job done. As the Spurs are 22-7, as the fundamentals. We told y'all they were coming back. We kept saying this on the show. The fundamentals are going to be good again, and you're going to be like, damn it, them
They're coming.
again.
They're on the rise. Oh, yes.
Grizzlies beat the Jazz 137 to 128. The Magic bounced back after getting handed by the Warriors. Come back, go to Portland, beat the Blazers 110 to 106. Bane had 23 to lead the way for Orlando. Well, I'll just say this: when Franz Wagner gets back for Orlando, watch out for the Orlando Magic.
I've been saying that.
I'm just telling you. I'm just putting it out there. The Pistons said there will be no beam lit in Sacramento as the Pistons get the win. The Pistons are 24-6, and the Kings, with a lowly 7-23 record, Cunningham had 23 and 14 assists. Durant had 23 and 12 rebounds. Much to the happiness of my partner, despite the fact that DeMar DeRozan had 37, but at the end, Kings lose to the Pistons 136 to 127. And the Clippers put a clamps on Miss Jody's Rockets.
41 for Kawhi. Yikes.
Kawhi Leonard went back to the old days of the Spurs and just decided he wanted to score. As the Clippers get their 8th, the Clippers have 8 wins. That's like old Clippers basketball.
Yes.
That's like wild to even think that the Clippers have 8 wins. But
That's what happens when you treat a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah. I won't.
Basketball guys don't like that.
Oh no, they do not. They do not like ugly. No.
Yeah. Especially when you treat a Hall of Famer like.
Oh
And
yeah.
here, wait. So I guess Chris Paul tried to set up either I can't remember if it was he tried to set up something to build team morale. Nobody showed up. I think it was like some kind of party he was trying to, to build morale for the team. Nobody showed up.
Y'all deserve to be 8-21. You know what? Yeah. Y'all deserve to be 8-21. And Miss Jody's favorite player, Sagoon, had a double-double, 19 points, 11 rebounds.
Now she about to go ape shit in the comments.
And no, he was 3 assists. He was 3 assists shy of a triple-double. He almost messed around.
You know, Miss Jody don't like him.
I know. But he shot the ball well.
Yeah, Draymond. We mentioned that earlier. Draymond Green has to go. You cannot sit there and cuss out your coach like that. You're setting a bad example for the young kids. He has to go, man. I'm sick of his antics. I'm sick of it.
No. It was tolerable when you were going to 6 straight finals appearances.
Mm-hmm.
It was tolerable. Okay. Now, it still does not change the it still does not change the fact that Kevin Durant is a sensitive somebody. That's always in his feels.
Mm-hmm.
But Draymond should have not said what he said. Hence why Kevin Durant didn't want to come back to Golden State. I guarantee you, if Draymond Green was not on the team, I promise you Kevin Durant will be playing with Steph Curry again. Because because everybody wants to give Steph Curry crap. Like, well, he had KD. I'm like, first off, number one, let's get 2 things straight. Kevin Durant has not seen a Western Conference final or any kind of conference final since he's left the Golden State Warriors after the 2018-2019 season.
Mm-hmm.
Wardell has gone to 3 finals without Kevin Durant. Has won 2 of them without Kevin Durant. Would have won a 3rd if Draymond Green didn't like LeBron's nuts so much in 2016.
That's why he has to go.
I'll give Draymond this credit for him to walking off the court. But then you don't come back into the 4th quarter? That's kind of selfish. Now again, Draymond's problem this year has been taking care of the doggone basketball. No, I'm not giving my team grief. Now, how ironic and how coincidence that once he left the court,
they played better.
The team played better. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Okay?
He's starting to be that cancer.
The couple of games that he did not play, the team played better, but more importantly, the young kids played better. Okay? In a sense, Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green are in a sense the same player. The only difference is Jimmy Butler is a far way better scorer than Draymond Green. Okay, but the IQ is there. The defensive IQ is there with Jimmy Butler. It's just Jimmy Butler can score and he knows how to get to the foul line. Draymond Green is just defense and strictly an energy guy. It worked the first few years of his career.
Yep.
Because remember, he was a bench player that gave the Warriors energy when he first got into the league. Mm-hmm. Now, unfortunately, because his contract is what it is, it would be hard to move him. But if I'm Steve Kerr...
Gotta set an example, man.
Okay. As great as Andre Iguodala was, Steve Kerr talked to him and convinced him to come off the bench, and it worked for Iggy, and it gave Iggy more years on his career.
He knew his role.
Maybe Draymond Green needs to know his role and be like, you know what? Maybe
Shut
it's
my
time.
mouth.
It's maybe time for Draymond Green to come off the bench. But again, a lot of this disarray with the Warriors, unfortunately, is Draymond's fault.
Mm.
And unfortunately, it started not just with the Kevin Durant thing, but when he punched Jordan Poole in the face. Now again, if Jordan Poole said something to provoke him, that's on Jordan Poole. But Draymond, you are a leader and a captain on this team. And as Mizzle just said, you have to lead by example. Okay, trust me. If someone says something about your mother, the first instinct is to go kick their ass, because you just don't you just don't talk about mama. But if you're on a sports team and you are a captain, you have to swallow your pride. Now, I have said on the show many times, if Michael Jordan punched me in the face, I'm coming to kick your ass. I'm not seeing you as my teammate because you trying to test my manhood.
Yeah.
Okay, which he learned very quickly not to do that to Robert Parrish because the chief told him, I'm not the one. I will beat that ass. Him and Charles Oakley were the only two he did not do that with. Because Charles Oakley don't play. Like,
no.
If I'm in a dark alley, I would like Charles Oakley to be my backup. Well,
facts.
That's a good point. Because he was dropping a lot of passes when Mahomes was throwing him the football. That's a very valid point. And now the Chiefs don't have, and now Mr. Swift has no quarterback.
Good Lord.
Well,
here's the Raiders have 2 winnable games now, and I really don't want them to win. I need the Giants to win.
It would be like the Raiders to beat the Chiefs. It would be it would be like them, but at the end of the day, Draymond has to be more mature.
Yes.
He has to be accountable for his actions, and I'm glad that the Warriors did suspend him. If that really is true.
Yeah. He caused a mayhem between the team, detrimental to the team.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get this. It's just getting old. He's too much of a veteran. He's acting like he's in his 3rd year.
Yeah, you're in year what, 13, 15? Like, come
Something
on now.
like that.
Yeah.
Childish.
Like I understand coaches and players have disagreements. But
yes.
You don't tell your coach F you. You just don't do that.
Mm-mm. Well, you know what? They need a damn it, I can't think. They need a what happened to Vernon Davis? That's what needs to happen.
Oh. Like I said, not let him try to say that to Pat Riley or Greg Popovich. Try to say that to Red Auerbach. Like,
oh Lord, with the cigar in his mouth.
Like, go.
Absolutely.
Like you're like I said, if I was Mike Tomlin and I saw what DK make of it, I'm like, DK, come here. Go chill. Go to the locker room, take a shower, chill out. Think about what you said. You gonna be apologized first. Now, I will say this. if the trading deadline comes up, I would not I would not be mad if Draymond became part of a trade package. I would not be mad. Again,
Just as long as you don't send him down to fucking LA. That's all I care about. Don't give him that satisfaction to go play with his best friend.
yeah.
He can ship his ass off to Sacramento. I wouldn't care. Yeah.
Hey, you can send him to Chicago. I will take Vujovic right now.
I
I will take Vucevic right now.
Right?
I will. I mean, do something, Dunleavy. But I mean, I'm just. Like I said, it was tolerable when you were going to the finals, in a sense, every year. It was tolerable. Now it's not. Okay, you are right now you are a middle of the road team. You're 15-15. Okay. In January, you have a lot of home games that you need to take advantage of to where you don't want to be in that play-in spot. The goal is not to be in the play-in spot because, again, and Bob Fitzgerald made a very good point during the broadcast when he said this team was a Curry injury away from getting to the conference finals, which is true. If Curry does not hurt himself, who knows what happens in this series against Minnesota? We will never know.
It's true. This is true.
Okay, now
no lies detected.
Now that still does not change the fact that me and Mizzle have been begging this team, please go get a big man with some size. We've been asking for this the last 3 seasons, and we're still asking now. But I would not be mad if Draymond was a part of that trade package to possibly get a big man out there. That's all I'm saying. Like, again, it's you've got to know where you're like, you know what? I'm hurting my team, and I need to stop it. Because what I don't want to see is I don't want to see number 30 kicking a chair again like he did a couple of seasons ago. I don't want to see that again. If I see that again, I'm going to be mad. And again, I know Steph is not going to... Hey, I will take his double-double average right now. You can have Draymond. You can have Draymond Green.
He won't be cussing out the coach trying to hurt the team. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I will take his low post action. Y'all can have Draymond and KD be teammates again and they get into fights. And also, KD, shut up. You ain't got no right to talk with your non-lotioning ass self.
You went to KD now. Here we go.
Trying to give some pointers when you don't like to shower after 2 days of you chilling at home.
Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, he said that on live TV, not me. Now again.
This is true. This is true. This is very true.
No, you cannot have Jimmy Buckets. No. We're not giving you buckets. No.
Who wants Jimmy Buckets?
Miss Jody said you could. No, I want Jimmy Buckets. I'm like, no.
Jimmy Butler has now played on both of my teams. I was pissed off when he left Joel Embiid and the Sixers. That team was fun to watch. Now he's with Steph, and Steph doesn't have to really carry the team. I'd be dumb to trade Jimmy Buckets. Don't do that.
But yes, I'm getting on KD, Mr. because
there's no Sagoon for Jimmy Buckets. No,
because now rightfully so, I would get on Jaylen Brown too because Jaylen Brown just stay bald. Jaylen Brown? What are we doing? What are we doing, Jaylen Brown? Okay. As much as I give LeBron crap about his hairline, he wouldn't be desperate to do what you're doing, Jaylen Brown. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Good Lord.
And then here comes KD. What are you doing with your hair? Just go bald and stop putting that crap on it. Well, KD,
Yes.
learn how to fully develop a beard by not having taco meat pubes as your beard line. Number one. Number two, it is okay to lotion yourself so you don't be the ashiest NBA player in the whole entire league. Okay? We've already clownched your hair. I don't need to go there again because there is memes of you with football X's and O's on your head
And a racetrack.
and a racetrack and a football field with dirt in the middle with people lining up playing football on your head. You're making all this money and you still look like, as my old ROTC instructor used to say, Chief John Alexander, you're looking bummish. Miss Jody, Miss Jody, we will send you the picture of what we're talking about on this particular segment because, well, it all started when Jaylen Brown went into one of the Knicks players' jersey with his hair or whatever, and you see the black stuff off his hair literally on the jersey. That is what started. That is what started this whole thing with Jaylen Brown and his hair. Okay, if I can do it, okay, if I can go bald and accept it, and people that have known me, I used to have hair. I used to have a big ass curly ass afro.
100%.
Pick and all. But
100%.
but once I saw this up here start to go away, I said, you know what?
I have a picture of it.
I will not be a sunroof. I will not be a moonroof. I will cut it off and become Mr. Clean.
I said the same thing. I mean, fortunately, I have hair now.
Yeah.
But when my hair starts to thin or go get a bald spot, you just.
He said, "I will
cut it
not
off.
be like." He said, "I will not be like Jerry Rice. I will not do
Nope.
it. I
Nope.
damn sure will not be doing the Stevie Wonder. I love you, Stevie,
Nope.
but no.
I won't be Lil Wayne with 3 strands of hair. It won't happen. It will not happen. Just cut that shit smoothly off.
That was the wrong one. This is supposed to be that. He said, "I will not look like a gremlin."
I will not have 3 strands. No, sir, Bob.
It's not my
I'm doing
job.
it.
It's not my job.
Mm-mm.
It's not my job. Before that, Sharks took a tough one.
Oh, did they? Jesus.
VJ, the Golden Knights just laid the smackdown on them, 7-2. But Celebrini got another goal, to get the Sharks from not being shut out,
Thank goodness.
if you will. Also on the ice, the Penguins lose to the Leafs 6-3. Red Wings in overtime getting the win over the Stars 4-3. Rangers beat the Capitals 7-3. Bruins lose at home to the Canadiens 6-2. In overtime, Sabres beat the Senators 3-2. Islanders beat the Devils 2-1. The defending champs, the Panthers, beat the Hurricanes 5-2. In overtime, Predators beat the Wild 3-2. Flyers beat the Blackhawks 3-1. Avalanche with a 1-0 shutout over the Mammoth of Utah. EJ's beloved Oilers got a 5-1 win on the Flames, and the Seattle Kraken beat the LA Kings 3-2 in Los Angeles. So there will be no hockey games until the 27th. There we go. Yeah, hockey gets a break.
Taking some time off,
Yeah. Oh, Mizzle, I think that is a question for you.
Yeah, well, he tried to bring that college football to there, and it wasn't just working. I mean, all these defensive coordinators have. You should have
Sorry.
put your mic on mute when you did that.
My bad. I was trying to get the whipped cream out. My bad. But continue on, sir.
But all these defensive coordinators had film on him because all they had to do was go watch his play at when he was coaching at North Carolina. I mean, Ohio State. Simple. Just didn't work. He didn't use Genty right. I mean, didn't use Dante Thornton right. Finally, we get to see Jack Besh out there catching the ball. So,
And I've been I've been asking for him to get on the doggone field for crying out loud.
yeah.
Which is insane
Speaks
to say
out.
the least.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Another question that Miss Jody is asking: is there a coach you're looking at?
Any coach that's not over 50. 49 and below.
With the
I'm
exception
sick and tired.
with the exception of Mike Tomlin.
Oh, yeah, if the Steelers are stupid enough. If the Steelers are stupid enough to listen to their fans and fire Mike Tomlin, then yeah, I'll take Mike Tomlin right now. But maybe a Joe Brady, Clint Kubiak. Hell, I even take Brian Dabble to be the OC or head coach. At least he knows how to develop young quarterbacks. You know, so I don't know about Shula. No, I'd rather take Kubiak over Shula.
Nah, Kubiak's doing some good things in Seattle.
Yeah,
He certainly will
I'll
be.
definitely take Clint Kubiak.
He'll certainly will be in the next wave to possibly be a first-time head coach. Certainly has the pedigree, obviously from his dad Gary, who was a Super Bowl champion, longtime coach in the NFL.
Definitely want a young-minded offensive coordinator because if and I hope we're going to be taking one of these quarterbacks, either Mendoza or Moore. If Moore decides he wants to come out, we'll see. The book is still open on that. But I would need someone that can really coach up a young quarterback. I don't want to be enemy. Years back then, yes. Now, no. But I'll take look, Clint Kubiak as the head coach, Brian Daboll as the offensive coordinator or quarterbacks coach. I'll take that.
Or he'll take Brian Flores as the head coach.
Oh, yes. As long as he brings in the right OC, yes. I think Brian Flores deserves to get another shot coaching. The Dolphins did him so wrong. So, yeah.
I agree. 1,000% I agree. All right, so now we talked about the NFL matchups, but we did not give you the matchups for the NBA on Christmas Day, which there's a lot of them. So starting us off at 9 a.m. as it always is, nothing like Christmas basketball at the Mecca that is Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
So it will be the Knickerbockers and the Cavaliers kicking us off on ABC at 9 a.m. Then at 11:30 a.m., they just met last night. They're going to meet again, this time in OKC. It will be the Fundamentals and the Thunder going at it again.
Oh, one more time.
This time in OKC. Then, of course, at 2 p.m. Pacific time, our beloved Golden State Warriors taking on the Dallas Mavericks in San Francisco. Jody's beloved Rockets, which we will be cheering for because they're playing that damn team in Los Angeles that wears purple and gold.
Triple-double.
And Houston is a 3.5-point favorite against the against that team in purple and gold. And the nightcap, they just met not too long ago. Well, do your best to annoy the bejesus out of him.
Please do.
And the nightcap in Denver, it is the Timberwolves and the Nuggets on ABC and ESPN at 7:30. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NBA games on the networks of ABC and ESPN. And you got 2 games on Netflix: Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, and then the nightcap on Prime Video: Chiefs and Broncos. And not to mention also today, the California Golden Bears taking on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors in the Hawaii Bowl, which would be a great, great setting. Let's see, is there any baseball news? So the A's traded for Jeff McNeil, former Mets second baseman.
So that's true. Okay. Okay.
Former Mets second baseman. Bryce Harper will play for Team USA in the upcoming WBC in 2026.
Yes. And Logan Webb said he's going to pitch.
Oh, okay. O'Hearn is training his uniform, leaving the Padres to go to the Pirates. Ryan O'Hearn, former All-Star first baseman, got traded from the Orioles to the Padres. So now he'll be taking his talents to Pittsburgh. Sean Newcomb agrees to the but their tax bill is going to be a lot of money. But again, if you're deferring your contracts, why not do it? Everybody's going the Bobby Bonilla route, which is the smart thing to do. Again, Sean Newcomb with a one deal, $4.5 million to go to the White Sox. Polanco signing with the Mets. Ref Snyder signing a 1-year deal with the Mariners. Play with the Red Sox the past 4 seasons. Oh, that's great. That is classic. So now that the Chiefs will become the Kansas Chiefs in 2031, now the main question is what will happen with now the Kansas City Royals, because there were talks about the Royals possibly getting a stadium downtown in Kansas.
Well, they will now have all the room in the world. If the Chiefs are moving, they can just stay right there.
Yeah. But they said that they will not be playing at Kauffman Stadium once their lease expires in January. Now, me personally, I don't think there's nothing wrong with Kauffman Stadium. It's a nice-looking stadium, but...
Yeah.
But
it was nice enough to let our Giants win a World Series on it. So, yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, well, hey. You're not going to tell me anything different. Okay, so... So the Royals, their goal is to try to get a stadium downtown to still be in Missouri.
Okay.
But the plans have been bogged down at nearly every turn by politics and community backlash. Which, again...
They must want money from the community.
Okay. Owners, you get an ish load of money that you can build the stadium yourself. Why do you keep wanting public taxpayer money to build stadiums?
Because that's how the rich stay rich, brother.
Well, I know that, but I'm just... The Northwest Illinois Royals. Well, I mean, that would be some ish if the Bears moved to Indiana, the Indiana Bears, but according to Mike Wilbon, that's not going to happen. They're going to stay in Chicago. But my thing is, if you don't care about winning, then why are you an owner? Why are you an owner? If you don't care about winning, and you just care about getting that TV revenue and whatever revenue you get from 81 home games, why are you an owner?
That's a good question.
But if I'm going to fill the space, Miss Jody, I'm going to fill the space because I want to win. Okay?
Right.
Okay? Trust me. If Al Davis had extra money, he would have built the stadium his damn self. Trust and believe me that. Okay? If he didn't have to, if the NFL did not want him to share Hollywood Park with the Rams, which oddly
Probably
enough,
should have been in L.A.
the Rams are playing on Hollywood Park because that's where Stan Kroenke built SoFi. But obviously back then, Stan Kroenke was not the owner of the Rams. George Frontiere was. But the NFL wanted Al to share with the Rams, and Al said, no!
Fuck you.
Exactly.
Same reason why the Raiders are not in Santa Clara, because Mark said no.
There you go. So, and plus, if the Vegas deal would have came up earlier, I guarantee you Al would have taken the Vegas deal because Al loved Vegas.
Al's happy.
Yeah,
Yep.
Al loved Vegas. So,
Absolutely.
in a sense, the Raiders ended up being where they need to be, which is in Las Vegas.
And they finally got something they needed for years.
That's my point. That exactly my point. 1.5 billion is easily build you a new stadium.
And they get that off a TV deal.
Yeah.
Well, each team, I should say.
Well, heck, now there's issues with that now.
The TV deal?
Well, yes, I'm trying to find the article because I just got an article about the regional sports deal that FanDuel Regional Sports Network, they might have to back out. Damn it!
Wow.
Where is it? Like, I saw the article pop up on my thing. I'm trying to find it so I can read it, folks. Hold on.
Wow. That's crazy.
Okay, so I think I found it. Hold on.
That is an absolute fact right there. So they don't need no public funding money at all. Ticket sales alone should get them to be able to build their own stadiums, and it'll be a tax write-off for them.
Yeah. But again, now the Chiefs will be playing in a dome, which now means you won't have the elements be an advantage like it has been. See, here, and again, I understand why they want the dome. I get it. I understand it. But if the base of your business is football, why would you want to take away that home field advantage of it being cold and the visiting team don't like playing in the cold, but now you're just making them more comfortable because you want to play in a dome stadium, which again, I understand why. You want the Final Four, you want WrestleMania, you want concerts. Again, I get it. I understand it. That's why, unfortunately, home field advantage ain't home field advantage no more. Now,
and you also understand why certain domes are built for, like, nobody wants to play in 110-degree weather out in Vegas.
Correct.
No, they'll die.
Vegas,
so like Arizona,
Vegas and Glendale, exception to the rule. Totally get it.
Yes. And trust me, I know about the Vegas heat. I was out there watching football, and my feet were burning. So yes, I understand why Vegas, but some games
that turf was horrible.
Oh man, I think I burnt the hole in my sock.
That turf was all bad. Okay, so
all bad.
FanDuel Sports Network channels could be sold as broadcasters scramble for funds. So, Main Street Sports Group, and this is coming from The Athletic. Main Street Sports Group, which has the television rights to 29 teams across the NBA, MLB, NHL, is trying to sell a majority stake to DAZN, a sports network that's most prominent outside of the U.S. A person briefed on the conversation was not authorized to speak, publicly confirmed. Main Street channels are known by their FanDuel Sports Network and branding. A sale to DAZN could be wrapped up as soon as January, if it falls through. Now, again, this is an article coming from The Athletic. If the sale falls through, Main Street could ultimately be shut down the following current NBA and NHL seasons. The source said, in the meantime, at least some rights fees payments are already in jeopardy. Main Street did not make a scheduled payment to the St. Louis Cardinals, the baseball team, last week. Main Street Sports Group is in discussions with certain team partners around the timing of their rights payments as we progress discussions with strategic partners to further enhance our long-term capital position, Main Street said in a statement. Main Street could try to once again reduce what it pays to teams during a 20-month bankruptcy proceeding that ended about a year ago. Main Street, then known as Diamond Sports Group, which was Bally Sports Regional Sports Network, before it was obviously Fox Sports Net. They were able to renegotiate many of the rights fees agreements to pay clubs, lowering costs. Partners, teams, and leagues might not have much invest in further revisions. However, we have engaged with certain team partners around their right payments, terms of sustainable partnerships, as we work to get more clarity on the future direction of the company, said Main Street CEO David Preselak wrote to employees on Sunday in an email that was obtained by The Athletic. Many regional sports networks across the U.S. have struggled as the number of traditional television subscribers has declined, which is true. Everything's going to streaming now, which is now making streaming service cost an arm and a leg, like I said it would. Now, if Main Street folded, the broadcast rights the company owns would revert back to the various clubs and leagues, which could find them new partners to carry games. In that scenario, games could eventually wind up on different channels than they are currently. We are in regular communication with our clubs and prepared to deal with any outcome in this situation. The NHL sent a statement, our top priority is to ensure no disruption to our fans. MLB declined comment. Requests for comments made to DAZN and the NBA were not returned. In a statement, the Cardinals said, we are currently working with FanDuel Sports Network, Major League Baseball, and other stakeholders regarding alternatives for local media distribution. We remain committed to ensuring that the Cardinals games will continue to be available for fans throughout our broadcast territory, on cable, and through direct-to-consumer streaming options in 2026. Sports business journals first reported that missed payments and the potential for Main Street to shutter without a sale to DAZN. Main Street Sports Group is the latest irritation of companies that emerged from a messy and high-profile bankruptcy proceeding at the start of the year, when the business was known as Diamond Sports Group, the channels that were branded in that period as Bally Sports. For a large chunk of Main Street's bankruptcy proceedings, MLB was perhaps the company's largest critic, doubting that a recognizable plan would work. Now trouble has emerged quickly again. If Main Street closes, ESPN would wind up carrying additional MLB teams on top of the 6 it already has, a person briefed on the league deal with ESPN. In 2023, MLB's league offices stated that handling broadcast of baseball teams when Main Street, then Diamond, dropped some clubs, it carried the bankruptcy process in a deal agreed to late this year. MLB granted ESPN the right to carry those league-produced broadcasts, including the former Main Street teams that the league took on internally. Additionally, Main Street teams will go to ESPN. There's no scenario in which FanDuel would enter bankruptcy again, a person briefed on the company's thinking said. Of course, it was founded in 2016. DAZN carries NHL games and NFL games outside of the U.S. The company itself calls itself the world's largest broadcaster of European football in a 2025 news release. In August, DAZN reached a deal to sublicense college football and basketball games from ESPN also to an international audience. For 2024, DAZN reported a 935.6 million pre-tax loss with about $3.19 billion in revenue. The company has had about a 1.44 billion pre-tax loss this year, before with 2.86 billion in revenue. So the teams currently under the mainstream umbrella are, in Major League Baseball, the Braves, the Reds, the Tigers, the Royals, the Angels, the Marlins, the Brewers, the Cardinals, and the Tampa Bay Rays. In the NHL, the Hurricanes, Blue Jackets, Red Wings, Kings, Wild, Predators, the Blues. In the NBA, Hawks, Hornets, Cavaliers, Pistons, Pacers, Clippers, Grizzlies, Heat, Bucks, Timberwolves, Thunder, Magic, and Spurs. Now, this is what I've said, and I've said this for the longest time. If it's with Major League Baseball, lift the damn blackout restrictions and just stream your games on MLB TV for people that don't want.
Didn't the NFL do that? They restricted their blackout in certain areas.
Yeah, the blackouts, but unfortunately the thing is, you can't watch the games on NFL.com.
Right.
You have to wait. You have to wait an hour and a half after the games, which is why they want you to go purchase the package on YouTube. Which now, you can do monthly payments if you don't want to pay full outright for Sunday Ticket, which is what I'm doing monthly payments. For those that still. Well, okay, like your Astros, they have their own network. Like the Yankees, they have the Yes Network. They have their own regional sports channel. Those bastards in blue have their own sports channel with LA. No, that's the Nuggets.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's the Nuggets. But the Dodgers have Sportsnet LA, their own regional sports league. Now, fortunately for our team, the Giants, they still have the NBC Comcast deal, which they're about one of the few that still does that. But I mean, like Marquee, that's the Cubs network. That's their own network. So a lot of clubs are doing their own regional thing, which, Brandon, you stop it right now. You stop that right now, Brandon. Well, from the looks of things, it looks like the people that do FanDuel Sports are about to, in a sense, do the same crap again they did when it was Bally, which, again, as I said, if you're Major League Baseball, lift the blackout, let teams in their local market be able to buy MLB TV so they can watch the teams. Like, for example, T-Mobile has a partnership with Major League Baseball. I'm a T-Mobile member. Okay. I get MLB TV for free because I'm a T-Mobile member. That's who my phone service is with. As much as I like that, I'm still blacked out from watching the Giants, the A's, the Angels, the Angels, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, and Angels and Padres
West Coast teams
on MLB TV. I can watch everybody else, but mainly the West Coast, I'm shut out.
It's crazy.
Now, because I have DirecTV Stream, I'm able to watch all those teams. Now, with that said, I can watch everybody else on MLB TV. And, of course, the main team I want to watch, unless they're playing on Apple TV or a national TV game, I can watch them on my regional networks. So now we knew that regional sports networks were going to take a bad dive once streaming became much more popularized. I mean, now,
Yeah.
in order to watch the Home Run Derby, you have to have a Netflix account because that's the only way you can watch the Home Run Derby for the next 3 years is on Netflix. Um, MLB, the one opening day game between the opening day, the one game on Thursday between the Giants and the Yankees, that is exclusively on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Shh, Brandon. Don't give that away.
Yep. Yep. She blames Barstool. That's great. That's fantastic.
Well, I mean, they could possibly get involved if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Anything's possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is very true. But that's pretty interesting what Brandon said there. That's what a lot of people are doing nowadays. Going the streaming route. It's the best way to go, if you ask me. I mean, Barstool, I don't know. Barstool is very interesting. I don't even watch anything on Barstool, pretty much. I know they be having is it the Man Show or something like that on there? Yeah. But pretty much everything is going to be going to streaming here pretty soon. I don't have a single thing of cable. I have streaming services because that's where everything is at. It's almost like your own little personal DVR if you can't watch it live per se. So, and it doesn't cost me a lot. Cable was costing me close to over $200. So that's the route it's going to go. Pretty much everything is going to be on streaming services, your Netflix and your Disney, especially with Disney buying everything. I mean, Disney owns ABC, ESPN. So, yeah. And if you got the ESPN app, you can pretty much get a lot of stuff on that too, especially if you like watching wrestling. Well, certain things you can DVR, but yes, pretty much streaming you can't DVR. So you would hope that they will run replays, but no, there's no DVR on that. So it's either you watch it live or you just catch highlights. Or you spend hundreds of dollars to keep a DVR thing and not guarantee you to watch it because you might be in blackout restrictions. But when you have the streaming services, or as Brandon was saying, there's no blackouts. You just hope that the service doesn't get cut. Or while you're watching something in the middle of it and it goes away. Let's see. Everybody knows about the rated sit that will pick up over and over again, but pretty wild story. People want to buy one package to see all games, not to have 4 or 5 subscriptions. This is true. This is true. I agree to that. Maybe by then they'll have one big streaming service to where you can just scroll and find it. But yeah, having one certain sports on Peacock, and then you got Prime Video, then you got Netflix, and then pretty soon Paramount is about to have all the UFC. So UFC won't be on pay-per-view no more, but you have to get the streaming service, the Paramount Plus, just to watch it. So, and at the end, pretty much with all the streaming services, you're going to end up paying cable prices unless you do what Brandon said. So it's a gift and a curse. Like right now, let's see, remember DirecTV? Oh, I had DirecTV, had to cut it. Yeah, absolutely. It was ridiculous. Now my co-host, I believe he still has DirecTV. Could be wrong. But yeah, DirecTV got very, very expensive, especially when you wanted to get the NBA package, and then you got the NFL package, and then you had to get the HBO or Showtime package, and it just was ridiculous. And after all that adding up, hell, you might as well just get cable service instead of Dish. And then if anybody recall, if you had DirecTV, then Dish Network will buy you out of your DirecTV contract, and you will save a little bit of money here. and then like a year or two later, you will end up spending DirecTV money when you switch to Dish. It's just ridiculous.
It's all ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
all
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Says ESPN. Honestly, I feel bad cheating people because they say on ESPN, but guess what? You gotta buy Disney, which includes Hulu and ESPN Plus. Um, ESPN does have their own little app now. It's the ESPN app, which you can watch wrestling. Their pay per views on it. But pretty much, if you get Disney, you do get ESPN Plus and Hulu, but you're not getting the actual ESPN app per se, because you can't watch WWE through Disney.
No.
You have to go through the ESPN app for that. So
Yes.
pretty much, they're all making money. That's what it is.
It's to the highest bidder, and that's just what it
And
is. I mean,
then with Netflix trying to buy Warner, it's getting ridiculous out there.
oh yes,
All these mergers.
yeah. Which a lot of times, folks, merges are not good.
No, not all the time. Not all the time.
But howbeit ever.
Whew. All right.
Like to thank y'all for
Yes.
this rare early morning edition of the
Yeah,
Mizzle Dub Show here on this
rare
Christmas
it is for sure.
On this Christmas Eve. But certainly, hopefully you will enjoy the festivities with your loved ones, and if you do go out, please be safe, and get back to your families safe and sound.
Yes, I have to go to work.
Pay. Well, actually, I can believe I'm still awake because I normally don't go to sleep until like now. But that's here nor there.
I went to bed too early.
It was a bad loss, but again, thank
Are we
you.
talking about the Packers?
No, she's probably talking about the Rockets.
Ah,
Yes. So, yeah, just one college football game today. Is that what I'm looking at?
yeah, I believe so. Just Cal in Hawaii.
Yep. All right. Well. Oh, that was a tough loss. But a heck of an ending though, and a heck of a game.
You know what? It was the weekend. It's good sports play. That's all I can say. It was a lot of things. Yes, he did. He was looking good, moving through the pocket, throwing some nice passes. Just the Bears. You know what? Your special teams lost the game for you guys. Honestly, onside kicks rarely happen, and damn.
Well, Mizzle will be very happy because once he gets off, he gets to start his Christmas tradition. Because you'll shoot your eye out.
Yes, yes. Christmas story starts at 5 o'clock on this side, and 24 hours. I normally watch it at least about. It used to be up in the close to the double digits. Now I watch it maybe like 5 times or less. But yes, definitely would be shooting your eye out.
Oh yes, and then of
Yes,
course my tradition will start. Of course, the last 3 years, I have watched Rocky IV on Christmas because Rocky IV is a Christmas movie. Just like
yes.
they say, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It is.
So you know what? Great traditions on of Christmas movies, and maybe I might squeeze in a Charlie Brown Christmas just because I want to see Linus use the blanket. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, of course. That's an all-time classic.
I'll definitely be watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe that was 35 years ago. My God.
Stop putting our age out there, man.
Oh. But no. No, thank you. I don't need to. No. Why would I want to do that? No.
No. Christmas Story taught us a lesson not to do that.
Yeah, not to do that. No.
Did she say she's old?
She did say that.
Yeah, you know what? On that note, that's how we're just gonna end that there. She's old.
Well, here's what I do know. Dave Chappelle will be putting me to sleep after I laugh. I'm gonna go watch his latest.
Oh yes,
I'm gonna go watch his
yes,
latest stand-up special.
yes. Yeah, funny, very funny.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the Chappelle way, and I'm hoping you finally get the chance to go see it because I know he has been on your target list for the longest of time. So,
Well, I'm not working all this overtime for nothing.
oh, I know, I know, I know, I know, and EJ, do not wear dress shoes without socks, my guy. I don't care if that's the style. No, no, EJ, no. Anyhow, as the super dope beatmaker takes us home, again from Mizzle and myself, Merry Christmas to you all. Enjoy the holiday with your loved ones. Love somebody. Give to someone less fortunate. And just remember the reason for the season. But nonetheless, God bless you all. Thank you for watching. For Mizzle, I'm Dub. Again, you've been watching the early morning Christmas Eve edition of the Mizzle Dub Show. And who knows? We might do a Christmas show and talk about these NBA games and the NFL games. You never know. So,
Absolutely.
Just stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Click on the bell to where you can be notified when we're about to go on the air. Have you ever? You know Miss Jody. Yeet. Good morning, since it's not good night.
Right?
And get to the chopper!